Yeah, buddy. Let's go get this thing started. Oh, it's coming. There we are. Yes, sir. We are back. It is your favorite motherfucking podcast right here. This is Toxic and Fertile Podcast right here. It's with your boy right here, Scooter Boo Maxwell from the 901 Memphis, Tennessee. You already know what it is. Orange Mound representing East Memphis vet in this bitch.
And y'all already know who it is. It's your boy. We back. Toxic and Fertile Podcast. It's your boy, Mr. Simple Math. Yeah, we back, y'all. Super Bowl was all fun and dandy, but I ain't gonna lie, I miss y'all.
Yeah.
And it's your fertile member, Sasha Boogie from the Boogie Down Bronx. I need to have a better tag because y'all be coming out with this 6-minute long intro, and I feel like I need to do something a little bit different. But so glad to be here yet again.
Oh man.
Look at me.
And today's podcast is brought to you by Plan Bs and Double Ds.
This nigga.
Well,
we got issues. You got issues.
If you made a mistake the night before, it's probably because of them Double Ds. Go and get you a Plan B. All right.
Wait, so speaking about Double Ds, can I take over the show for 2 seconds?
Go ahead.
Y'all, because I want to normalize things like this. So I had a consultation with a plastic surgeon the other day, y'all. I'm getting a breast reduction.
No! No! Why?
I was about to say, so what's the why? You having back issues?
I have back issues.
So my big sister had to get one beginning of the year last year, so I do understand.
Yes. And on a personal tip, because I don't care about this shit no more. We grown, I'm about to get this shit taken care of. I'm extremely asymmetrical. So I know no two titties are the same, but I'm very asymmetrical to the point where I can't even wear regular bras no more. I have to wear sports bras to make my life. I did, but I was that way.
You
before.
You were before the breastfeeding?
I was like that before, and then it got worse.
Interesting. Oh, yeah. Interesting. Because I ain't never seen a goddamn titty balloon and deflate some. That's another.
Real shit.
I'm speaking on facts.
So to the ladies out there who have always wished and dreamed for their ideal titties, go for it, because a bitch is finally about to have her dream titties, and I cannot wait. I'm so excited.
So you are going from what?
Yeah.
To what? Yeah.
So my bigger one is an F, and and my smaller one is a double D. So there's 3 cup size differences of the two. It's bad.
Oh,
so
yeah.
I'm just I want to
go
to a full D.
That's what she over here bro.
It's my little Nemo fin. That's what I call it. It's my little Nemo fin.
My Nemo fin. Yo, hold on. Be right.
That's a good one. Right.
Nemo fin.
Oh man,
oh,
we need to clip. We gotta clip this shit.
Oh my god!
Write down the timestamp.
I did. Man. Oh my gosh! She said my little Nemo fin. This is crazy.
So I was talking to this chick one time that had a significantly larger breast than the other. We didn't have a nickname for it, but I used to just call it Biggie Small. You know what I'm saying? So no cap.
Did you save her in the phone?
Oh my god! His boyfriend used to call me that too. My bad, y'all. My ex-boyfriend definitely used to call me Biggie Smalls. It was the most disrespectful thing ever. But the way I like to look at it, but no cap. The way I like to look at it, because let me tell you something. The lopsided titties ain't never stop a party. When I tell you they ain't never stop a party,
never will.
Never stop a party.
And it never will.
Never will.
Right.
So for me, it was an insecurity, but it wasn't an insecurity that I let oh my god, don't touch me there. Nah, fuck that shit. I need you to
hold on. I'm gonna interject real quick. Were you leaving your shirt on a lot?
No, never.
Yeah,
that's what I'm talking about. Don't let
never.
I know you didn't let it phase you.
I never. But I was so wild about it because my girlfriends would be like, why are you bringing it to people's attention? I was like, I would much rather tell a nigga up front, look, before we even get there.
One of my titties is bigger than the other.
One of my titties is bigger than the other. And the response is always, but everyone is like that. I'm like, no, but you don't understand. This is really what it is. So that way, when we finally do get down to it, there's no surprise because I already done warned your ass up front, and now we can have a good time. Now that the weirdness is out of the door, we can have a good time now.
I'm gonna be
honest. It is what it is.
I'm gonna be honest with you. Niggas don't give a fuck. Long as it
They
ain't
don't.
like
They wouldn't.
flat. Long as it ain't like
No.
one
Look, do
titty
you
is
see-
super big and one is super
Yeah.
small. They don't
And
give a fuck. We
then,
couldn't
and
even
then,
tell.
do them nipples still get sensitive? That's all.
Oh, they
Both
they
get
they
hard
are
and they get
they are the
sensitive.
life of the party. They are the life of the motherfucking party.
Exactly. Niggas
So
don't give a fuck. So all to the ladies out here that feel like that they titties is not up to standard, quote unquote. Show them goddamn titties, all right?
Man,
Show
I'm
them
trying to
goddamn
tell you.
titties, okay?
Because
Yeah,
I don't
party.
mind having to offset my hands to play with them.
I'm telling you.
Look, let me
man,
tell you, I was like, look, I have the best of both worlds. I got the itty bitty titty committee, and then I got the big bitches over here. So like, it was the best.
Hold on, let's pause. this.
Double D
Double
ain't
Double
no
D is
motherfucking
not
itty bitty
no
motherfucker.
goddamn itty bitty titty. What the fuck?
He just
Let's
played
stop
y'all,
you
ladies.
right there.
I'm sorry, ladies. We gotta. I don't know how we can scrub that from the tape because we can't. This is live, but she tried to play y'all just now.
Right.
The women they
Itty
really
bitty
do
titties.
have
What?
itty
Double-
bitty.
what?
So what are C's and lesbians?
Right. You consider them flat? Goddamn. It's an itty bitty titties committee, double D's.
You know,
So
Didn't I just tell you what the sponsor of today's podcast was?
I
Plan
never
B's and
thought
double
I'd be
D's.
on my show arguing with Sasha for the ladies. Never thought this day would come.
Right.
but like I know you did not try to just do that, Sasha. No, you don't. No, you don't.
Oh,
No,
come on,
appropriating
man.
the damn
What is
titties.
that?
Do not be appropriating the
Because
titties.
I ain't gonna lie, the perfect titty size for my mouth taste is a nice plump C. You feel me? Because I'm an ass
C.
man. So that them plump,
I like
and them,
C.
no sag, them bitches sit up perky.
Yeah, I like
Like,
C.
oh man, I'm about like they got
Okay.
like if they very round, you know what I mean? Like
You know what? Let's go ahead and keep it going with this, man.
Let's go.
You the one who brought it up without realizing this was gonna be the topic, Mr. Double D's and Plan B's. We had
Yeah,
no
man,
idea
that's
this
today's
was where we was
sponsor.
going.
I know y'all didn't. I told hey, just breaking the fourth wall to the people out there. I told them I got a little new intro for us. We're gonna have a sponsor every goddamn episode, a fake sponsor until we get some real ones. And today's
Right.
once again is
Right.
brought to you by Plan B's and Double D's. All right. If you ever made a mistake the night before, go get you a Plan B because it was probably those Double D's.
I'm done.
Can't say
right.
it with a straight face.
So
All right,
since we keeping it going.
Let's pop it. Yeah, let's keep it
All right,
popping.
man. Let's go ahead and jump into some topics, man, that we got today. One thing I want to touch on is about this Lucky 13, man. We were talking earlier, and it really intrigued me in London as we was talking earlier today. And Sasha got a story for us and everything. So I'm gonna give Sasha the floor and let her.
So this is the
go ahead.
Sasha show.
Yeah,
So I don't know. We
It's
need to
becoming.
We need to give this guy an alias. I don't know what the alias is that we. Oh, I have a good alias. We're gonna call him Sean because yesterday
Mr.
he went
Gray.
out. Mr. Gray. Mr. Gray.
Yeah,
Mr.
call him
Gray. We'll call him
Mr.
Gray.
Gray.
Okay.
Mhm.
We'll call him Mr. Gray. So Mr. Gray, yesterday we went out. We had a good time. Now, no cap, the actual date didn't turn out the way we had anticipated because research wasn't done prior to, but we made the best out of whatever the circumstance was. And I'm pretty sure he appreciated that because I could see if it was any other type of woman, she would have been like, nigga, da, 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 da. But like, I digress. Anywho, we
We understand.
Yeah.
Yes. Anytime this happens, we understand cause.
So
So
we'll come back to it. We'll come back to it while she
most
handles her
definitely,
thing.
Mr. Grado been holding it down. That's what I will say. Because we had last week, you know what I'm saying, where it was the exorcism.
Yeah.
And this week it's the Lucky 13, which she will explain further what that means, y'all. But yeah, Mr. Great, this
Okay.
alias had to be had. Go ahead.
Okay,
Go ahead.
so we went back to his house. We kicking it. Now, I had a few edibles before the night because I was just like, oh, tonight's gonna be like an interesting night because he upgraded my butt plugs. So I have gone from one.
Hold on. You can't
He
just
upgraded it.
Hold on. You can't just glance over there. We need a
Right, she
I need a
tried to
little bit of so what are the levels of butt plugs? And I didn't know there were upgrades. So
I didn't
go-
either. I didn't know
yeah,
there was a
yeah,
level to this shit.
Yeah, please.
So there's like graduated sizes. It starts with like a small one, and there's like a medium size, and there's like a larger size. So like they're graduated sizes. So the last time I had like the smallest one possible. This time he got one with like a smaller ridge and a medium ridge, and then a bigger ridge at the top.
So one last question before you get into the rest of the story.
Yes.
What's the object or the goal of a butt plug? And I really don't know this answer, so
It's for
I'm really...
penetration. So oftentimes it's to like help a woman like get prepared for actual like anal sex, depending on how
Gotcha.
how
All right.
girthy her partner is.
Gotcha.
So if her
right.
partner is very girthy and she needs to like ease her way into it, you can use butt plugs to like to stretch the muscle. There we go. To stretch the muscle.
I'm okay.
So that's essentially what it was. So
right.
he's particularly blessed. So I told him, I was like, look, let me tell you something. You not gonna get there without some assistance first. So like we're gonna have to like work me up there and then we can get there. So I got graduated up onto the new sizes, and I knew I had to be extra relaxed. So that's the reason why I did the edibles beforehand. So I was just like, all right, cool. Mission accomplished. I was nice and relaxed. Everything was great. The moral of the story is, y'all. So the last time y'all heard about the exorcism last time, and I was like, yo, I came.
We just mentioned that.
Right. I came so many times, like I lost count. So he told me, he's like, I need you to sound out the numbers. Every time I need you to sound them out.
How were you doing it? What?
Stop counting after 13.
Oh, it was more than 13.
It was more than 13. I lost count after 13.
Mr. Gray, we shout out to your boss, man.
Hey, Mr.
Salute to you, boy. Mr. Gray doing his damn thing, man.
He's doing the Lord's work. He's doing the Lord's work.
I'm definitely taking a page on the sound out your orgasms.
Me too. I never thought about that.
Because the number, I'm a person, tell me, like, walk me through your cup. You know what I'm saying? Walk me through your orgasm. Like, tell me when it's building up and tell me when you're coming. But the number I like.
I like that.
I had to sound them out.
Might have
Look
to
at that, guys. Look at that. Y'all can put stuff in
your whiteboard.
Ooh, a whiteboard, bro.
Yes.
And then I experienced being tied up with like a rope. So like this morning, bruh, I didn't realize like that, like the marks it left in my thigh. I was just like, oh, I kind of like. There was something about the marks that it left on me that was like,
I gotta take over for a second.
Please do.
All right. So, so I have a partner, right? She's all about the marks, the like, how do I put it? So it's a sensory thing, right? And it's touch, right? So she says like she wants me to do something as in like maybe bite, grip really hard, smack really hard, tie up hard. She wants to relive the moment when she thinks about the
looking
pain, looking at it and thinking about the pain and what was happening at that time. I had never had nobody put it to me like that, and I was like, oh. So now I talk through it, and her orgasms have been getting bigger, and like, yo, that shit, I ain't gonna lie, like,
it's
so
a real
like.
thing.
So I'm gonna tell y'all about the first time, like we walked through it. So like it was I was doing something and I didn't know I was doing, and she was telling me like, yeah, that like did you know that what I like type thing? And I was like, no, that's just kind of one of my. It's just in the bag. It's just in the arsenal, you know. And she was like, well, more, you know what I mean? She was
more
like,
of that.
You can even add this. And she was like, you know what I mean? She'll be like, bite here. You know what I mean? You know
Give the instructions.
Would you say like an apple?
Wait, pause. Not to cut you, London. Not to cut you. Shit got so intense yesterday. I bit this dude on his face and didn't even realize. Like it was like this morning. Yeah.
I like the bite.
I was like, yo, did I bite you on your face? He's like, definitely bit me. I was like,
I like the bites, especially when they bite right here type shit. Yeah, that shit right there. Now I know I'm in my bag because I'm getting in my rhythm. My face.
So the grip, you know what I mean? So like choking is one thing, but then also like if I'm not choking, like making the choke pressure other places on our body. So like grabbing the fuck out our kidney type shit. It just, you know what I mean? And then, you know what I mean? Like,
kidneys.
I mean, it's where the placement is, but you know what I mean? So like, because I mean, kidneys that's where that's where we be at, you know what I'm saying? So like, but firmly, because now it's like, you was like making me take you know what I'm saying? So like all of these things, so like the illustration of the post-sex, the illustration of the post-sex is fire. Like, you hear me? Of the post,
because when you start talking about it afterwards,
it puts you in a different.
Yeah. So the rope that was tied to my thigh was attached to a vibrator that was stuck inside of me. He, nigga.
This nigga is on some shit, yo. Yo,
who the fuck is this?
Hey, can we like bring him, but he be in a black background where you don't see his face, and we'll muffle his voice type shit. Like, this nigga got some shit.
My boy, he got some shit. I ain't never even.
He tied it to my thigh, and the type of vibrator he had a rotating head, so it was like positioned perfectly and tied into place. So no matter how I moved, it stayed there. 13 times.
My boy turned.
Mr. Gray is on shit.
Mr. Gray, hey, I salute once. I ain't never saluted this goddamn military man there. Goddamn salute to him, nigga.
Yeah. The fuck? Mr. Gray is on it. We got.
Yeah, I gotta pay homage when it's due, man. I'm trying to tell you now.
Yeah,
I give people their flowers while they still here.
I feel like these are the things, like, niggas take notes because
we are.
We are one,
even for our listeners,
like real notes.
And here's the thing, though. I think being with him kind of it makes me feel like I'm with a woman and a man at the same time. Because when you're with women, a lot of times the toys and stuff get incorporated in a way that with men they oftentimes don't. And it's not like, because he's laying down the pipe too, which is crazy. It's not just the toys. It's like he's laying it down also. But like for dudes, for like y'all that can't last very long or not that confident in your stroke, like bring out the toys. Shorty would love you for it. Like, it is a great way, and women won't be mad at it.
I'm confident in my stroke, and I still bring him.
But that's what I'm saying. Like, but it toys, we need to normalize toys in the bedroom, especially with black folks.
I agree.
Because
no, I agree with that. One of my tricks, I'm about to let one out the bag.
Go ahead, brother.
One of my tricks, I like eating pussy and putting the vibrator on the clit at the same time. That's the shit. Oh yeah, so then it really makes her really explode. That is definitely one of my tricks I like.
It is all the things.
I can't pull it out on everybody. No, hell no.
Well, then, because you don't need people getting attached to you. So that becomes a problem.
No. Yeah, exactly. Not everybody needs that shit, because then you just activated the crazy button by accident, and you don't need to do that shit. All right,
you don't need to do that. No, not at all. And I think there's clearly a level of trust there for him to be doing this, because he's like, Sasha's not that girl. She's not about to go dive off of the loose end. But like, I had to ask him. I'm like, why are you doing me like this? Like, you had a point to prove. Like,
I love that question.
Why
you had to do me like this?
I love it and hate it at the same time when you get the question of, why are you doing this to me?
Because you automatically know your ego's being stroked, because you know why the question's being asked. Yeah, so
but like
I done hit top 5 in her book. I'm top 5 now.
Let me tell you.
In your head, that's elevation.
Oh
elevation.
yeah, I'm top 5, dead or alive now. You ain't never gonna forget about me now. Once I get why are you doing this to me?
Yeah, and I was like, oh, you missed me. Like, you clearly missed.
I know y'all was talking about the toys before I made my little quick exit, but I've been thinking about investing in me and Rose. But the only thing is, like, you know what I mean? Like, motherfuckers be like, well, who that's been? You know what I'm saying? Even if you clean it and sanitize it. So, you know, I be thinking about, like, so now I'm just gonna be like, bring your shit. Bring your shit.
I was just about to say, that's why you just buy it for her, send it to her house, Amazon. To her house.
They cheap enough. They like $35.
Yeah, Amazon.
Oh, we ain't worried about it. I was just talking about, like, but like, I might have my own, and then send. All right, but I don't know. I'm thinking it through.
I understand you thinking it through. Yeah, buy for her, dog. I'm telling you, buy for her. Send it to her crib. Hey, what's your address? Blah 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 blah. As I told y'all on the previous podcast, you know, I was notorious for air fryers.
You did.
I was
buying air fryers for everybody.
Oh, like a motherfucker. Everybody was getting an air fryer.
Buy an air fryer.
All right, let me tell you why. This is toxic shit. All right, look, let's say if I go to somebody I'm dealing with a house or whatever. I get there and so and like I'm observant when I go places and shit like that because that's just how I am and shit. And I noticed that you don't have an air fryer in your kitchen and shit. And I love the air fryer, so that's like one of my little conversation points. I'm like, you don't got an air fryer? Why not? It's one of the best. You know what? I'll buy you one. Don't worry about it.
Oh my God, girl, he bought me an air fryer. That was so sweet of him.
That might, hey, that's a one-way ticket to the pussy.
I'm telling you, man, that shit, and it's only $80 at max. $80 max for the air fryer.
Depending on how many quarts you get.
Oh my God, I literally just bought my air fryer today because mine, it conked out on me this morning. This afternoon, I purchased the new one. I was like, "Oh no, we need the air fryer."
So I just became a part of the air fryer family. I fuck with it the long way now. Though.
I don't know what I was doing before it.
Christmas last year, not this past Christmas, but 2021 Christmas.
Yeah.
I don't know how my life was complete without a damn air fryer. I got one. I was just like, "Yo, what was I doing before the damn air fryer?" You know, you getting old.
I'm still cooking. Yeah, I still can't do this.
Look, I do too. But with the little one, as you know, London, it's real easy when you need to do the little one stuff.
My five-piece party wing. Don't go nowhere but the air fryer.
That's it.
15 minutes, boom, we good to go.
That's it.
Shake a little time and we Gucci.
So I have a question for y'all. I have a question for y'all.
Go ahead. I was about to say, what was the next topic?
This question is, we're going to call it survival of the fittest. So I was talking to one of my homeboys about my experience. I was just like, yo, dog, I haven't even been like messing with nobody else. Like it's just been this dude, and I don't know how I feel about that. So he was like, that's some survival of the fittest shit. I was like, what are you talking about? He was just like, think about it, Sasha. Why did this one get to like be the chosen one? I was just like, I guess that makes sense. He's like, at the end of the day, it's always a competition, whether you mean to or not. Like the person who is the most equipped for the job ends up being the one who stays around. So it is survival of the fittest. I was like, I never really thought about that in like the dating pool and like what that looks like when we are, think about the chicks that you talk to. When you start weeding them out, you're like, yo, I'm not even messing with those other chicks. Like this one right here, she the one. It's some survival of the fittest.
So I agree to almost everything you said. So for dudes, it's a tad bit, a little bit more complex, right?
Okay.
So for us, it's very, very hard to find the one size meets all, one person meet all. Like, cause like we even talked about it on the show. If you got demon time, throat god over here, like, and then like let's just say she throat god and the pussy just B+, right? Which is still a really good combination, right? But then you got pussy demon over here who does all these tricks, whatever the case may be, but throat on C. Like, which combination is the best? You would say throat god B+ pussy, right? But damn, we still want the A++ pussy sometimes. You know what I mean? So like, it's very hard to kind of so don't get me wrong. Men typically try to get down to 2. You know what I mean?
That is true.
You see what I mean? We try our best to get down to 2 solid. They get the job right every fucking time. But it's very, very hard for us to find one meetup, or it's too toxic. So I was about to add. It's way like the motherfucker got 5 kids, or you know what I'm talking about? Like she's toxic as a motherfucker. She crazy. She pop up. She peek off. You know, it's one. If she got the whole package, and women, it's not a common thing. By the way, a lot of y'all think y'all got A++ on both ends, throat and pussy. It's not a common thing. Like, and I'm talking about for our standards as the man. You might feel like you get the job done, which we may agree, but it could be B+ and A+, like we just talked about with, one of those situations. That's a really good combination, ladies.
Really good.
But A++ on both, it's hard to find. It's just like a dude for ladies. The A++ tongue, head, whatever case, having the A++ dick, you know what I'm saying, sex guy. That's probably hard to, you know what I'm talking about, finding one person as well sometimes. But what it is with ladies, typically, and I've been told this, you can speak to it, Sasha, is once y'all get a person, like you were kind of alluding to, that is the you know, A plus, B plus, or whatever the case may be, that's better than the rest, then y'all just kind of just go with them. You know what I mean? Versus us, we gonna keep, you know,
no, like trust me, in a perfect world, I'm trying to get it down to 2 because this is very dangerous territories that I'm in right now. This is extremely dangerous territories. This is territories where you can.
Oh,
that damn.
God
this is
damn it.
She'll be right back, y'all. But you know what I mean? I think she was kind of agreeing with me though, like, because I don't want to speak. I never want to speak for the ladies, but you know, Sasha is the representation we have, right? But like, yeah, so dudes, we be toxic as a motherfucker, right?
Hell
like
yeah.
we be like, cause it's hard to, you know what I'm saying? That motherfucker that let you spit in her mouth, and you know what I'm talking about, like, you know what I'm saying, choke her and slap her around a little bit, and catch all your kids swallows, no gag reflex, this and that. I just talked about 3 different women, so y'all don't even know that. You know what I'm talking?
That's some toxic shit, nigga. That is toxic. Oh my God. Yo. Oh shit. But that is real though. Like that is real, man. That like in order to try to from both sides, man, in order to try to find somebody that does it all. And that's why I love like sexual liberated women and stuff, because to say I love y'all, like for real, man. Don't let no nigga try to deter y'all from that shit, because they might they act like niggas from a standpoint. Like they might find somebody that does do the A plus on both ends, but you know, they still got preferences and shit like that. They be like, oh shit, they want to test what that is
boyfriend type either. Like how we kind of flipped it on, like, see, we might find it, but it's toxic. I can't be with this motherfucker on no daily or no, you know what I'm saying, on no weekly basis. I'm gonna drive myself insane.
There you go. And that's probably what Sasha was gonna talk to when she get there. Like Mr. Gray, she probably loves everything he do from a physical and sexual standpoint. But like she like this other dude too over here. Like that was second down too. He does everything else and everything, and that's cool. And I love that shit. That we can have open dialogue and open conversations for people, so people, our listeners and stuff, can understand exactly why today's sponsorship is by Plan B and Double D's. Oh my God, yo! Let me jump into some more topics, man. While she away, when she come back, and let me see which one we can do without her right now. Okay, here we go. One, and me and London about to get canceled for this one. Even though the logic is there, why do broke women expect to have or get a financially well-off man? That is London question. Yeah, as y'all know, I'm not in this. That is London all the way.
My bad, y'all.
No, there we go. You're good. Ask the question one more time.
All right. Here we go. One of the topics right here, Sasha. That was in our group. Even though the logic is there, why do broke women expect to have or get financially well-off men?
Oh, I mean, I know the answer to that, because they're looking for a come up. That's the long and the short of it.
Well, that's the logic being there. So, but let's get to the gist of it though. It don't work the other way around. And that's really where the question is really streamed towards, right?
Hold on, let me stop you there. Hold on.
Go ahead. Oh yeah, absolutely. Go ahead.
Let me stop you a little bit. In my broke nigga days, all right, look. In my super broke nigga days, like when I was really broke for real, I used to deal with this lawyer or whatever, and I'd use it as a come up. I ain't gonna lie. I did. She was buying.
I'm not saying it can't happen. But it's still something that kind of fell in your lap, you know, or
it did fall in my lap.
But also, like, we don't get those opportunities. Like, men shuffle out those opportunities every day.
1,000%. Niggas,
you feel me? Like, let's just talk about the entertainers of the world, bro. They messing with the women that's in their class, and then they go into the strip clubs and messing with the women in their class, and then they go into the McDonald's and changing these bitches' lives. You know what I'm saying? Like, why? You know what I mean? And that's where and that's really what the question was. That's why the expectation's there. You see what I'm, because the niggas that's influencers or look like they get money at least, you know what I mean? The rappers, the whoever, they're going to get common women, you know what I'm saying, as well as status women. You know what I'm talking about?
B-listers.
The A-list. Yeah, they going from A to fucking H. You know what I'm talking about? Like, the fuck? Like, y'all making it hard on us common regular money ass niggas. You know what I mean?
Stop fucking
I'm
out.
just 1,000 now. I'm just 1,000 now, my nigga.
Stop fucking out women. Y'all stay over there.
That's really what I wanted to get to the gist of. You feel me?
You're right, because I hate fucking with a chick that be like, well, I used to date Future. Bitch, shut up. Get away from me.
Bruh,
I'm not doing what Future does, okay?
You feel me? Real shit. And it's fucking it up for us regular, like even a regular trick, like a nigga that's regular tricking. Can't compare to Birkins and you know what I'm talking about, and tail fairs and shit. So like, you know what I'm talking about? Like, what the fuck are we supposed to do? Like, motherfuckers will make
that's a type. That's definitely a type of woman that you attract. Like that is a type of woman that you would be attracted to and needs to have those type of things.
I mean, don't get me wrong. We're putting it in a
very general space.
Yeah, very general space. But the same thing goes for most women ain't dating broke niggas. Period. Like you know what I'm talking about? Like it's
well. Wait a minute. Wait.
Money is
hold
what
on.
I'm saying.
I beg to differ.
Fucking and dating is two different things. Like,
wait, hold on. Wait, I'm
gonna disagree with London on that one too.
London. I'm gonna tell you. Listen, hear me out, London. Hear me out.
I can make the face. I'm listening.
Trust me. There are a lot of successful ass women that will tell you about sometimes that they were not so proud of the ain't shit, broke, sleeping on somebody's couch, ain't got no job, ain't got no car type. Hobosexuals. Every woman has had at least one of them, even in her most prestigious days. And it's because
I don't believe it.
Ask your friends that are well off. Be like, you haven't fucked with
I do. And I
yep.
do. Fuck with is different.
Hold on. And I'm like, date, but like we be mad because like those be the ones sadly, those be the ones with like the best dick. The niggas that ain't got.
So once again, did they fuck their way into a dating relationship?
Yes. And then yes. And then it happens. And then you mess around and you're like, oh shoot, I done slipped some dick. And now I'm in a whole goddamn relationship with this nigga.
Think about it, London. Think about it, London. Like, think about it from this standpoint.
That ain't common, my boy. That ain't common.
Yes, it is. We know
that
niggas that was like driving a chick car. Nigga didn't have the fucking car and shit, and dropped her off at work.
That bitch ain't got no money for real. That bitch.
No, there is some that really do. I'm telling you, dog.
But that don't mean they dating. He fucking and was able to use the car. That don't mean they dating,
bro. I see it. Okay, maybe because I'm here in Atlanta. I see it. See it. Chick doing very well for herself, and I see the nigga, and I be like, "No, you shot way out of your court, out of your gym, my nigga, and you got it somehow. I don't know how you did it, but
and
you did
usually
it.
Those ones who ain't got nothing to offer usually has got like probably treats her the nicest as far as like being attentive and all that other stuff, or probably got that demon dick, like literally, like." He's probably doing something to keep himself, because women, we are less complicated. Yes, we are complicated, but we have some simplicities about us where it's just like, if we feel like we are safe, and if we feel like we are
safe is important. Yep.
Yeah, if we feel like we're safe, and if we feel like we have a person that like listens to us and like understands it, like it goes a long way until we come to our senses and realize, wait, this nigga ain't really doing what he's supposed to do. But that type of stuff will catch a woman. All that sapiosexual stuff will get us caught up until we realize, oh wait, this ain't it. So it definitely happens, and that's how they get their foot into the damn door. Mess around, blink, 6 months later, you in a whole relationship with a homosexual.
Yeah.
London,
do not agree. I'm with you, Sasha, on this one. I'm on.
Hey, that's no problem. Yeah. That's no problem at all. That shit ain't happening on a common basis. It happens. I'm 100% not denying that y'all are telling stories that are happening. This shit ain't coming. Women, I read something. I forgot what it said. When men get money, they want to treat their woman to the finest thing. When women get money, I think I put it in the group probably.
Let me tell you why I hate that shit. Go ahead.
When men get money, they want to treat their women, if they have a woman especially, right? They want to, men are all about women anyway, but they want to treat women to the fattest things or do stuff. When women get money, they think they don't need a man.
Yes.
I think it has a lot of truth there.
The other thing that I think said, when men get money, they want to give their women and their family the finer things, right? So when it said women and family, right? And then I said to London, I was like, I don't 100% agree with that because I find that, and we spoke about this, when men get to a certain status or stature and they have this money, they're not really thinking about settling down or just like providing for one person. Like they trying to live their best life. And London's response was, who said anything about them being monogamous? So now this is where I had to be like, wait, we can't continue to do this. We can't continue to put the woman in a space of when a woman gets money, she don't need a nigga, but then normalize the fact that when the man, married or not, gets the money, make it seem like he's about his family, but still living a double life and not being honest about it. Like,
not being honest about it is the other part. Niggas with money do be honest about it though. Like niggas with money, they women be knowing.
But that's not the norm. I agree, but that happens. That's the exception. It's the exception, not the rule. It is absolutely the exception, not the rule. So yeah, when a woman gets money, yeah, we sometimes feel
they
like
turn the blind eye. So you saying the women are turning blind eyes, or are they just like what? Like, yeah, well, so
sometimes they do. If they kept and they don't, it depends on the mindset of that woman. It depends on the mindset of that woman. Some women are okay with that.
You rather be cheated on in a Rolls Royce or a Hyundai? You know what I mean? So it's
oh my God, that damn song! Like, every time I hear that song, every time I hear that, next time you want to cry, it's gonna be in a Rolls Royce.
You feel me?
So like.
And
I
it does.
So it does. But you gonna be in a
Just think
Royce.
about it, though. Just think about it. Just think about it.
Oh my God!
Would you rather be crying?
No. You know what? I think I would. Let me tell you, I would rather be crying in the damn hoopty because at least I knew I didn't sell my damn soul for some materialistic shit. Like that's why. That's the reason why.
I don't believe you.
Look, let me tell you something. I'm probably the wrong person to be having this conversation with because I'm not cut and built like everybody else. Let me give you a true story. I just turned down a trip to Bali by a person who is trying to mend life with me. I don't know many women who would turn down a trip to Bali just because it's a motherfucking trip to Bali.
Well, you just said trying to mend. What's the history with the person?
An ex.
Yeah, plenty of women would turn that down. Trauma trumps all.
Yeah. If it wasn't good, if it wasn't a good relationship and
so
stuff. But let's say if it's a random nigga that
precisely, like, you feel me?
You didn't have that history go vibing out, and then all of a sudden, yes, exactly. All of a sudden, like y'all been vibing out, shit been good 2 weeks, a month in, and all of a sudden, like yo, I'm
that's different. That's different.
We agree. It's different. So long, we actually agreeing on that. Yes, it is because the history has to be in context on that one. Like you saying, you turning down that trip to Bali. Come on now, the context gotta be there for that one. Because that ain't why you running your eyes.
Because when I was telling my friends, they was like, "So you going, right? So you going, right?" I'm like,
because they would take the trip.
Because they would exactly. You know?
That's the point I'm trying to make. Well, regardless of the history, they would have taken a goddamn trip.
Nah, I wouldn't say regardless of history.
I don't know.
They know the history.
I wouldn't say.
But they're not you though. You see what I'm saying? So it's like it's not their. You see what I'm saying? So it's not their. Because now ask them if you told them I don't know if they know everything, but it's just saying. So like, and if it was them, like some people are that materialistic kind of like person that you're speaking about, those women, because they definitely are here to stay. They're increasing, matter of fact.
It's crazy.
It is. It's bad. I set those little limitations and boundaries real early, but for the common person, like, you know what I'm talking about, like that trauma gonna trump, you know what I'm saying, whatever. Like you're not going and putting yourself in a situation to where you're gonna be like, clearly you probably know you're gonna be safe, but at the same time, are you gonna be in a happy space?
In a good emotional space. Like, exactly. I'm not trying to be in paradise dealing with this bull. No.
Exactly.
Because I do know many more women choosing the mental health path over the materialistic path as well.
Over everything.
Real shit.
100%. You should definitely do that. Every time. You
So,
should definitely choose your mental health over the materialistic standpoint and everything.
Over everything. And people who don't do that, I hope that the materialistic things bring you joy because, honey, the peace is invaluable. You can't put a price tag on the peace.
You got both going like this though. They both because they both still in full flight. You hear me?
Oh man, I
I'm trying
love
to
it.
tell you. But yeah, we jumped off the other top, but it was cool. Let's go to the other one. We got one
All
more,
right, man.
another one.
Sasha can answer to this, and once again, this is a wild.
Oh God. What are these? So disclaimer, y'all, I never know what these dudes are gonna ask me on the show. Like these answers be like raw and uncut. So let's hear it.
Why do women still I actually asked somebody this earlier when I was talking on the phone. Why do women still let the little dick nigga fuck only to shame and block him later after? And my homegirl said, hell, it's too late now. I'm already here.
No,
like, fuck it, we here now.
He doesn't get a second chance. Most of the time he won't get a second chance.
But the dude is okay. I feel fuck. Like a nigga, like
I got mine. I don't care about you, but I got mine.
Right, like it's like that. I don't understand. And then the woman will talk so much shit, but he won. He's the winner. He's still a body. Like y'all can say he don't count, whatever you want to say. That nigga still won.
I had one little dick experience in my life, and I was just like,
what happened? Tell us.
You know, I think I
see
may
the
have told y'all
trauma in
this
your
story.
face.
I think I may have told y'all the story. It was the first time that I paid for dick because like I got the hotel room. Because
I was like, look.
I was like, let's go.
No.
I was about to change topics.
No, wait a minute. This is far more interesting. No. So like I was like creeping with him, and this is gonna be like the first time. So I was just like,
sneaky link a little bit.
I was like, bruh, the disappointment. I was like, this is karma. God, this was God getting me. Like I had no business doing this shit. Got a whole hotel room because I was like, oh, it was about to go down. Honey, the sheer disappointment when I realized what all that was lacking. I was just like, wow. And then had the nerve to come quick. And then I was just like, yeah.
I got a question though. Something happened to my homegirl recently. She was telling me about this. She went out with this African guy and shit. And they had a good time. And then he showed her a picture of a hotel, a really nice hotel. It was like, hey, do you like this? And she was like, yeah, this is real nice. He sent her the money for her to get the hotel. She went and got the hotel. Okay, your face already did it. Her face didn't do it. Your face did it already. All right. So she got the money, blah, blah, blah. They had a good time, blah, blah, blah. Later, maybe a few days later, she talking to me. She was like, hold on, something don't add up because he always invited me to go to places like where his cousin at, never to his house. He was always like,
he had a whole wife or a whole serious living girlfriend, baby mama.
He sent me the money.
Of course he does.
He sent me the money to get the hotel.
He don't want the check.
Right. I didn't even put it together until like the last part.
Immediately.
Because I'm over here thinking like, but yeah, you're a woman, so I'm over here like, hold on, I don't understand the problem.
Let me tell you, it's those little subtle things that I could pick up on real quick. Like I could smell a man that's
there
taken.
You go. They had a good time. She would tell me like they went out, they had a great time or whatever. But while they was out, he was like, yo, let's, you like this hotel? Hey, I'm gonna send you the money. Go ahead and get the hotel. I'm gonna send you a little extra too for you to get your nails done, shave your pussy and all that shit.
Touch money.
Exactly. And it didn't hit me the first time she told me when she was telling me this. She told me before she got the hotel. It didn't hit me then. So I'm like encouraging it. I was like, shit, go have a good time. Nigga sent you extra money. Shit, you go do shit. Let me get $100. But then after she told me and then told me what happened, then the next thing was like, oh yeah, he didn't invite me to his house. I'm gonna ask him like, I could just come to your house, not your cousin's house. That's weird and stuff like that. I was like, because he got a whole bitch at home.
Yes, he does, and probably a child that lives there too.
Was that your situation when you got the hotel?
Yeah, that was. And but he knew. The guy knew. But he was a struggling artist. So like that, his living situation was not it for me. Okay. So I was very disappointed, and I I literally on like to this day, he's like, yo, like I need a do-over. So in my head, I was like, well, maybe he's a grower, not a shower. But like I couldn't even imagine like what I saw and experienced that day being any better than what it was. Like I couldn't imagine it growing
She said, I didn't
any
see
more
the
than
potential there. She said, I didn't see the potential.
I did not see the potential whatsoever. But I only had one of those experiences in life. Thank God, because I don't know what I would do with more than one of those experiences. Mm-mm. Mm-mm.
So he
Mm-mm.
had this one shot at Glory, and it was a wrap. And the nigga had
That's
the
it.
nerve to
And you want to know
come fast.
what? Since we're talking about size, I really realized that size really does not matter. It really doesn't matter. It really is what the person is doing with such said size. Because I've had some quite sizable partners and have had like experiences with people the fraction of the size, and it's like better with the person who's not as well endowed. It's like literally like knowing what to do with it.
Mm-hmm.
Right. So I've heard, so I talk to my homegirls about this shit all the time. So like I be like, y'all, you know what I'm talking about? Like, what the fuck is it about? Is it really? So you got women that are like hallways though. You know what I mean? And use too large of toys. So that's the other part they were telling me. Like they were like, well, I have a really big toy, so it, and they use it too damn much. So you got that part, but then you also have the ones that say exactly what you said. So some women I know literally be like, I don't like big dicks. You know what I'm talking about? So like, you know what I mean? Like,
because if they have like a shorter cervix, then it could become painful for them.
correct.
So it really just depends on
All right,
like how the woman is
okay,
built.
all right. So with that being said, I understand from what Sasha said. Let's say from my standpoint, if I know I'm in it and I'm hitting it, I'm like, all right, this is from me knowing what to do. I'm like, I ain't gonna give you the whole thing then. Like, let me not do that. I'm not trying to bust your ovaries and shit.
Yeah.
Sometimes it's not even about that. Like,
No, I get that.
It's
That's
now
what I'm
it ain't
saying.
even, but now
That's
it
what
might
I'm
not
saying.
even be
It's not
pleasurable for you now. Like you can't even do what you see what I'm saying? So
that
like,
is true, and that's where, and that's kind of where the bad pussy thing come in. So now we get into the conversation we kind of brought up.
this can't
last
take no
week.
dick. You know how niggas be, man. This can't take no
Yeah.
dick, bro.
I can't even be me. I can't even just do the little. Yeah. I can't even do that. Now I gotta like, all
Can't
right,
even
let
put
me.
that, you know what I'm saying? Can't even make a, you know.
Yeah, I can't do that. And grab you by the back of your neck. I can't do
Yeah,
that.
you know what I'm saying? So yeah. But
that is hilarious.
but yeah, so I've had the go ahead.
I think really what matters, what makes the difference is like girth and curve over size, over like length. If a dude has a good girth and a good curve, he could probably get the show going real good. Sometimes niggas that are just length, it just be like, okay, like
Oh man.
It doesn't hit all the time.
I'm a studier though, so like I'm all about like angles and motherfucking like putting your pressure angle. You know what I'm talking about? So like, you know what I'm talking about? Like I know I've read a few things and then like I've experienced, so I've acted on what I've read, and like I got a few like damn near always gonna work compositions for it. Like, you know, there's a few women that are different, but like I could get the job done at this one with this one, and they know it too. They was like, oh yeah, here you go. You know what I'm saying? Like, you know what I'm talking about?
The finishing mount.
No, not even finishing them though. Like not myself. Like you know what I'm saying? Like,
gotcha.
why you ready for me to come already? Like they be like on that type of shit. And
you know what that position is.
And I'm like,
you know
well,
what
I need to make sure you're coming first. You know what I mean?
There you go.
You know what I mean?
Because you're a gentleman.
I'm trying to be, yeah. Well, like I said, I'm putting up a whiteboard soon, so like, we gonna keep count. We tallying this shit. Talk me through it. Give me the number. I need the number.
Mr. Gray put us on, man.
You feel me? So like, you know what I'm saying? So me, I'm a studier when it comes to that. So like, remember, I didn't talk about it on the show before. I wasn't great at eating pussy. No, I wasn't. But I studied. You know what I'm saying? Like I'm looking at what motherfuckers might be doing, tricks, porn. You know what I'm saying? Reading about the, you know, the cunnilinguists of all. You know what I mean? So like I'm and now I'm pretty good. You know, I'm decent. You know,
and now you feel
saying?
confident in your skills. That's
right. And I definitely would never say I'm A+ at it, but I think I didn't got to the B level for sure. B+ probably. You know what I'm saying? So like that was a long stretch for me. I know that for a fact. You know what I'm talking about? Dick gang still punching it home too. So like, you know what I'm talking about? So like, shit, we got that combo. That's so I got to get into the toys myself.
I cannot. I cannot.
But I do got to get more into these toys though. Like, so like my biggest thing been like, all right, how do you get them not into it, but like, because if it's happening at my house, they got to bring their toy. You know what I'm talking about? So like, how do you like bring your box? You know what I mean? Bring Pandora with you.
Request
you know what I'm saying?
I don't bring anything. He has all his
But
stuff.
that's
He has his sterilization.
that's
but
different though.
yeah.
That ain't everybody ain't living it right. I'm telling
There
you.
you go. Yeah. So now like you
I should ask him. Has he ever gotten any push? Ask him. Have you gotten any pushback from women like who that been in? Who you been using that on? Like
I put money on it. He has.
Guarantee
like,
he has.
Guarantee.
I'm gonna ask him.
Guarantee he has. And don't get me wrong, he might have swayed him to still going whatever, but I guarantee he's been questioned. I guarantee. Yeah,
I never asked him that. I never thought about it.
He was already gone.
He listened to the podcast. He's like, clearly I need to come on the show one day. I was just like, yeah.
I told you we had to put him a black screen.
We welcome Mr. Gray.
We have not had a dude on this show at all. But with Mr. Gray, I think we're gonna have to make the exception for Mr. Gray.
For real though, real talk. Yes.
No, that's fucking hilarious. Mm-hmm. I'll run it by him.
Matter of fact, I tell you this. This is how we should do it. You should have him, his house, wherever the case may be, record and just have him off screen. There
you
with
go.
You.
Off screen. There you go.
So record
That'd
to like
dope.
have have an AirPod.
There you go. He can have an AirPod in his ear. And he's off screen. And there you go. That's how you keep his anonymity.
So we'll know the voice, but the voice ain't gonna give us nothing. You know what I'm saying?
There you go.
Okay.
I think that can work.
Yeah,
I think that
Let's
work.
see. Let me test out the waters. He's gonna be dying laughing. He's like, yo, y'all
tell him he's Mr. Gray. You know what I mean?
That's his name. So we'll refer to
Trust
him.
me, I'm gonna just tell him to watch the episode. He watched the last one. He was just like, he's like, I'm a reoccurring star on the show, and I ain't never been on the damn show before. He's getting such a kick out of it. He thinks it's hilarious.
That's what's up. We respect him. Like I tell him, I just saluted this man like he my goddamn Captain General. You know what I
mean? Exactly.
Look, so wait, guys, when are we getting? Okay, so everyone, I think we kind of spoke about the takeover that the ladies will be doing eventually, like once a month probably. So we need to start. So ladies, any of you guys want to get on the show with me? I will come with all the questions. We could talk all the girl things, talk about the things that we wish niggas knew and could figure out. We're gonna give them the blueprint and just put them on. So that's what we're gonna do. We just gonna put them on.
No, we will be present, but we will zip it up.
Zip our mouths.
Zip it up.
Unless y'all say something so reckless, then we're gonna be like, hold on.
Right. That's the only reason we gotta be here. Because y'all might get a little sidetracked, a little
niggas wanna start mansplaining shit.
No, Mike. No. So what I will say, we'll have a rule of we'll make the rule that we can't mansplain it, but we can object. We can object really hard.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
You got it.
I think we're gonna make the show. We're like, hold up now. I ain't gonna try to defend it, but hold up though. Like
yes. And also people, I've been getting this request. Sasha is the star. Obviously, me and London is not the star. Sasha's the star. Somebody said y'all
just took over.
Yeah, she took over. Somebody definitely said to me, it was like, y'all should have a segment that somebody just submit questions to Sasha. I was like, ooh. Because there's a lot of things. Sasha is their spirit animal.
That is the case.
Ladies,
that is the case.
Let me tell you, you know what I've noticed? I've noticed that I say a lot of things that a lot of women are thinking, but they're too afraid to say it, or they're too afraid to like be vocal about it, or be like, oh, I want to try this, or no, I'm opposed to that. Like we need to find our voice, ladies, and like just own whatever it is that you're too afraid to talk about. It's like, just own that shit, live in your truth. But we're so afraid of like how we're going to be perceived by the world. And I'm at a point where I'm like, I don't give a fuck. I don't care what people want to think about what I'm talking about or whatever the case might be. But it's an image that we have to uphold. But the minute we stop like pouring into this image of like what women are supposed to look like and what women and femininity is supposed to look like and blah, 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 then, you know.
So crazy enough, I get that all the time, to be honest with y'all. Like, not to try, but like that's what most of the dudes that watch the show or know me or whatever the case may be like, yeah, like you don't give a fuck, bro. Like because because I'm gonna keep it 1,000. You see what I'm saying? Like,
Yeah.
when I
It's
speak
free.
on a lot of the shit that I speak on, I'm like, I don't have a filter. I don't like, motherfucker, I done lost friends and everything, and I don't give a fuck. You know what I'm saying? Not like real friend, like I don't lose no day one time. But like motherfuckers that claim they was like, oh well, you this is too. Well, yeah, I pushed. We made this show because I pushed the envelope, and Miguel was like, bro, we need to put this out there. Like, you know what I'm saying? And bro has been an excellent co-host, and we've been doing this shit together, and we've been rocking, bro. We over 50 now. We just got to talk about that again.
That's how we'll close it out. That's how we'll close out the episode, man. We are towards the end, man, and yeah, man. Hey, man, we want to thank y'all for rocking with us. Most podcasts don't make it past 10 episodes. We are at 51. This is episode 51 right here. Y'all been rocking with us. This shit is fun.
Just
we
give
love
it up for that. I know step away, but
man.
Yo, Sasha, this is number 50. We're just talking about
51.
51. My bad. Yeah. We're over 50. So like we just get
I love
this
it.
is great. Like, yeah, and we
I
really appreciate you ingratiating yourself into this toxic relationship and being this fervent. You know,
I appreciate you guys just like welcome me in. Like I appreciate that love. I actually was talking to one of my homeboys today who is toxic as fuck. And I was like, I need to get you on the show. I was like, well, I don't think we ever had another dude on the show. I was like, but you would fit right in. Some of the shit this nigga be telling me. I'm like, good Lord. But yeah, no, it's great. I love having these battle of the sexes conversations. I think they're healthy. I think we need to be having more of these conversations. I think we need to just be more honest about the conversation, about whatever conversation.
That's exactly
it's like it's the honesty. Like I said, people just, you know, we're caught up into what it should look like and what it should be instead of
and people judging. Let's go free of judgment.
Yeah.
Like, You come here to get anything off your chest free of judgment.
Yes.
Anything that we talk about, trust me, y'all here, we throw ourselves under the bus all the time.
All the
time. You know what I mean? Everybody here has told some shit where they was like, I don't know if I should have.
I probably should not have said that. If this person ever hears this shit, it's over.
You know what I mean?
The fuck out. It's going
you know
down.
what I mean? But like it's we like you said, and how we always wrap the show. We always tell the truth, but it may not be our story, but trust me, it's for you to decide.
Yes, exactly, man. So once again, today's episode. Oh, you got something else before we go?
Oh, no. I was just gonna say, man, we really do appreciate all the love, and please keep on reaching out, y'all. And I think we got to figure out the IG live thing too. And I think Sasha was supposed to be tasked with that. I don't know. But like,
my bad.
Yeah. No worries. That's why I brought it up. Hey, it's all good. We're a family. You know what I'm saying? So so more like, share, subscribe. So we're gonna start, and I've already put on my calendars that I'm gonna start getting days to start clipping some stuff.
I was about to say, I was gonna talk to y'all afterwards about it.
Yeah, we got these longer ones, but we can start clips because the Biggie Smalls. Hey.
Oh man, hilarious.
Back down memory lane.
Oh man, hilarious. So look, man, once again, today's podcast was brought to you by Plan B's and Double D's. If you ever made a mistake the night before, go get you a Plan B because it was probably because of those Double D's. All right, let y'all know that. Okay,
damn fool
and stuff. So look, man, like, subscribe, share, comment, man. This is another great podcast and everything. The illustration of post sex. I love that episode. I love that title. I love that.
Trying to tell you, bro.
That is a great title, man.
Because we opened the show with Lucky 13. Essentially, that's what that was. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So like, hey,
yeah.
You feel me?
So if y'all got questions, send them in and everything. We're gonna have a Sasha segment.
So ladies, please, y'all can come on the show and talk your shit without any interference from us. Like we really gonna let y'all have it. We'll make the follow-up episode an address episode. You get what I mean? So like we will let y'all talk y'all shit. We'll let y'all have it. We just gonna sit here and mute our damn selves and just be like, oh, they getting off. They getting off. I'm gonna just be taking notes though. I'm gonna be on.
Yep. Oh yeah. We gonna come with it the episode.
After this.
But bring it on, man. We love it. We love y'all support.
Absolutely.
We love that y'all.
Please let us know if y'all want to join.
Exactly. As we keep pushing this out, man, is amazing, dog. We love the support that we get. We still seeing likes every week, man. And people say they look forward to it. Yeah. And then I said, and if y'all got questions, y'all disagree as we doing it, we got the live up. Send those questions in. It'll be like, hell no, we'll discuss it and everything. Or if you want your fuck.
I live in the enemy.
Yeah,
I live in
amenities. Amenities.
That's one of them hard words, bro. That's one of them
bro.
words, bro.
Yeah. Look, I'm from the Memphis City school system. Okay. Sometimes it's still tough to say.
All right, we babbling on now. Go ahead and close the set.
All right, look, some of the stories you hear may be true. Some of the stories may not be true, but that is for you to decide. We'll see y'all next Sunday, man. We are out. Peace.
Toxic and fertile. All right.